Hello, this is like my 10th time recording this thing. I really hope it works this time. But yeah, in this tutorial, I'm gonna be teaching you how to make or how to do a fake zoom on Video Star Pro. This is quite different than my other videos. So yeah. I already have done the first two clips from my many failed attempts at recording this, so I only have one clip left to do, so let's hope I do this correctly. I guess this is like kind of intermediate stuff, but you can definitely do this if you're a beginner. Just follow along instead of using your own graphs. Unless you want to use your own graphs, go for it. So I already have the first two clips here, and I'm gonna play it so you guys can see what I'm gonna be teaching you. So if you like it, stay. If you don't, then go ahead and watch other tutorials, because I know there's a lot of other tutorials doing the fake zoom. And the reason why I'm doing this, even though there's a lot of tutorials, is because I've like watched one, but I've forgotten how to do it. So this is my way of doing it. And if this is the same way as another person, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to copy your video in any way possible. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna be showing you. Yay! Okay, so go to the clip that you want your thing to be on, the fake zoom to be on, and you're gonna go to new. Next, press multi-layer and go to the first clip. Next, you have all your options and click on photo if that's what you want to do a fake zoom on. Otherwise, do whatever you want to do your fake zoom on. So I'm gonna go to photos, and I'm just gonna do this one because I'm lazy. You know what? Whatever. We're gonna use Kokichi again because he's best boy. Fight me. Okay, so go on layer 1 and then click on edit keyframes. Go all the way to beginning, all the way to the beginning, if I can talk, and size it to 200. Now go all the way at the end and size it to 100. From here, you can use a pre-made graph, your own graph, or a custom graph, and I'm going to use a custom graph. So you can just follow me or do the other options. I'm just going to do a regular beginning graph that's like steep because my clip is longer.
Who am I?
Yeah. Next, you can go to mirroring, but it won't really do much since you're not really using mirroring right now. But go to color and use tracking blur for this.
Who am I?
And that's how it should look for
Who
now.
am I?
It doesn't look like a fake zoom yet, but you might want to watch over your edit to make sure it's smooth.
Who am I?
And you're able to go back to new, multi-layer, click on your first or layer number 1, then go to your last clip that you just made.
Who am I?
And now is time for the fake zoom part. So you go all the way at the beginning and size your clip to 200. Now go somewhere in the middle or wherever you want, if you understand it more. Otherwise, just go in the middle and size it to 100. Now go all the way at the end and size it to 60. Now it's time to put in your graphs.
Who am I?
Because right now it doesn't really look as well or that good. So go to the middle where it says size 100, and once again make a pre-made graph or make your own graph. Use a pre-made graph, or you can follow me, whichever one.
Who am
So that's how it should look.
Who am I?
And then go all the way to 60. And I'm going to make my custom graph. Follow me. Use a pre-made one or use your own.
My.
And that's what that looks like. So
Who am I?
now you can press back. Go to mirroring. I'm going to use this type of mirroring, but there's a lot of types of mirroring. depending on which one you want. I'm just going to use the last option. Now I'm going to go back to color, put on some tracking blur, and tip about tracking blur, you don't want that much tracking blur, else it's going to look pretty bad. So I recommend using less than half. Maybe in the middle of half and none would be good.
Who am I?
Of course it does
Who am I?
matter on which one you're using, but yeah.
Who am I? Who am I?
But now I'm gonna use that, and
Who am I?
now it should look pretty smooth with your edit.
Who am I?
And now go back to multi-layer. Yes, again. So you're gonna click on new, go to multi-layer again, go on keyframe 1, then pick your last clip that you just made, and now go to layout. I already have this thing here. I'm gonna use distortion. If you don't have it, because I have like, see, I've like hearted it or starred it, so it's like in my favorites, but you can search it up or just find it here, however you want. But now the important thing for this is that you're gonna use a different type of distortion. So you're gonna go all the way to this like little arrow thing and use the bottom right distortion. Yeah. Now go to layer 1, click on edit keyframes. So at the beginning, here, go to layout. If you don't know how to go there, just go near opacity and click this thing, that little circle thing, and it'll change from opacity to layout. At the very beginning, it's gonna stay at 50, so you can just leave it there, but then go in the middle and use, or turn the layout all the way down to 0, and then go to the end, and you can make it 50, but I'm gonna use a bit less than 50 because I don't want it to look like it's a circle. And now to look
Who
at
am
this.
I?
But now you're gonna use the same graphs as before. So if you used your own graphs, just use the same ones. Pre-made graphs, just use the same ones. And I'm gonna use the same graph that I used earlier. It's not gonna be the same for me, at least, because I'm not using QR codes, so it's not gonna be the same. So yeah, but I just copied the graphs from earlier, so if you need to rewind, you can do that, or yeah.
Who am I?
And now it's smooth. Go back, can mirror it, it's not really gonna do anything. Color it, for me it's not gonna do anything because tracking blur only works with like sizing, paths, and what else? Sizing, paths, and rotating. So since this is layout, it's not really gonna help, but
Who am I?
go to create, and now you have your zoom thing done.
Who am I?
I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll show you the end result.